This is how Dharavi looks from the air. Spread across 500 acres in central Mumbai, this slum will soon be the site of Asia's largest urban renewal project. After all, the land it sits on is some of the most valuable real estate in the continent. This is no ordinary slum. Dharavi's location is a gold mine. Situated right in the heart of India's financial capital, it offers a huge commercial potential that the government now wants to unlock. The Dharavi redevelopment project is the brainchild of architect Mukesh Mehta. It offers a win-win solution where slum dwellers will be provided 225 square foot apartments free of cost in high-rise buildings, and the freed up land will be sold by developers.
The strategy is that you use the land as the resource. You improve the quality of life of people, you harness the human resources, think of slum dwellers as net assets rather than liabilities, and develop their capabilities to the maximum so that they become net contributors to the economy.
The project seeks to tear down the slum and replace it with residential towers, industrial parks, golf courses, a sports complex and hotels. Grime is set to give way to glitter.
We've divided Dharavi into 5 sectors. Each developer would get 1 sector, which is approximately 100 acres of land. The developer will have to rehouse each and every one of those families, businesses, industries, etc. within the same general area. Then they'll have to provide amenities like schools, colleges, hospitals, parks, etc. In lieu of that, they'll get development rights. So for every square foot that they build for amenities or renewable components or slums, they'll get 1.33 square feet to sell.
While the government is in the process of shortlisting developers, the slum residents live in uncertainty. Many question the official logic that land could be given out to developers who would sell part of it at a profit after creating free housing for slum residents.
Who said that is good? This is bad? I am living like this here for last 40 years. This is bad today to you. That's going to be better. You change my environment. I was living on the ground. You're going to put me on the which floor? I don't know. The whole Dharavi is vibrant, lively, basically because it is the employment. 70% of people's employment is self-employed. Even the redevelopment, which is going to only multi-story, improving the housing, we totally oppose that. You improve the environment, improve the living condition, improve the livelihood, enhance skill enhancement. That's what we are talking about. Not the top down, we wanted bottom up.
The project is facing delays amid protests by locals. Dharavi houses 5,000 small recycling units and leather tanneries that generate an annual turnover of $400 million. The project plans to relocate polluting industries outside the city, while units larger than 225 square feet will lose out.
हम लोग का नुकसान ही है क्योंकि हम लोग कितनी बड़ी-बड़ी जगह है वो जगह थोड़ा देने को बोलते हैं तो उससे अपना कारोबार बंद हो जाएगा ना उतने में हम जगह में काम नहीं कर सकते
55% of Mumbai's population lives in slums like Dharavi, and finding them a low-cost housing solution which meets their needs is fraught with difficulties. One of the main objections is down simply to the size of accommodation offered. Raj Narayan Gaur pays a rent of just $60. He supports recent demands to increase the size of the proposed free apartments from 225 square feet to 400 square feet.
4 भाई हूँ, ठीक है, अभी नीचे ऊपर कैसा भी करके रह रहे हैं। अगर मान लो 100-200 होता है तो 2 फैमिली तो रह नहीं सकते, किसी कीमत पे नहीं रह सकते। इसलिए हम जो राजू जी का प्लान है उससे हम एकदम सहमत हैं।
It will affect the whole of Mumbai because Dharavi provides cheap labor and the cheap stay for those labor. And once there is no place called Dharavi, it will be very hard for the Mumbaikars to get labor. Once the people have to travel from 50 kilometers to 100 kilometers, how can they come for work over here?
But the biggest grouse Dharavi's residents have is that they are not getting a share of the profits that developers stand to make. With a slum just a stone's throw away from the upmarket financial center in Bandra Kurla, its land alone is estimated to be worth $10 billion.
From here is only 500 meters is BKC. Bandra Kurla complex. The rate in Bandra Kurla complex today is double the cost of Washington in the terms of real estate. Dharavi is only 500 meter. So what Dharavi rate should be?
Dharavi's redevelopment was originally planned to be completed in 7 years. But this is increasingly looking difficult, with protests taking on a political tone. Opposition parties are now trying to use the project to drum up anger against the state government. This is likely to delay the project even further. But if it is successful, Dharavi could well become a role model for the redevelopment of slums across the developing world.